Hey guys, and welcome to Day Scott, where I bring you daily content on entrepreneurship and personal growth. Now, the way I do that is, as being an entrepreneur myself, I founded a company in November 2017. You'll know, being an entrepreneur yourself or someone who's hungry for personal growth, that you learn so much each day from reading blogs, learning from mentors, learning from peers, colleagues, clients. So much from just doing, implementing, executing. We learn because that's how we progress. So what I do is I communicate my learnings from each day. So you get a few things from that. You see a real life entrepreneur's journey, so you can sort of see the reality compared to this sort of fake sexy life that's promoted on a lot of social media these days. And you also get to see it from the progression from working from just a corner of the house all the way up to the top, to the millions of pounds of success, which we all will achieve one day. So as well as seeing that amazing growth and journey, you're also going to learn with me, because you're going to learn from my failures, and that's so key because it means you don't have to make them. I mean, we're going to fail in business. You have to accept that, and that's one of the greatest things about business, is we get to fail. And I know that sounds weird, but you have to develop an amazing relationship with failure, because if you develop an amazing relationship for failure, then it means you'll learn unbelievably quick. And that's what you got to do. That's something I do. I love learning. I just love it. I have such a great relationship with learning, therefore I have a great relationship with failure. So failure is great, but I'm here just to weaken that failure so you can just learn a bit quicker and get to that end goal a bit quicker. So enjoy the journey. My aim is to bring a community of entrepreneurs together, feel comfortable to communicate with each other, to help each other in their destinies, to achieve their destinies in life and in business. So I hope you enjoy the channel, and this really is a great tip. I actually found it out yesterday when I went to an event, and it really is an interesting tip. It's something, it's about prioritization of tasks, and you know time management is huge in not just business but in life, and it's definitely an issue that keeps on creeping up in everything I do. Whenever I have an issue, it seems to be with time management. So it's something I think we can always develop, but this is a really cool tip that I cannot wait to implement. So stay tuned and I'll tell you that tip. Hey guys, and welcome back. So 74th blog, we're getting there to number 100. We're gonna do it. So we're gonna talk about the one tip that is really the one strategy that is really gonna make you smash 2018. And this is an interesting one because it's about time management. It's about prioritizing tasks, and that's so important in business and life, in developing yourself, in making sure you're not just completing the right tasks, but executing them properly, and making sure they're done by whatever deadline it has. So let's put a bit of context, like I put context to every video. So I learned this yesterday at an event I go to every week. Not every week, every month, which I absolutely love. It's all about personal development and growth, called the Elite Network, a fantastic group that I absolutely love. Love attending, and I actually did a great interview with Mr. Will Polston, which I will be putting out tomorrow, so definitely go watch that interview tomorrow, because it's going to be a really good one. It's our kick-off 2018 event, which I'm really excited to see that as our kick-off interview for 2018. So in regards to context of this sort of video, everyone I think has lists within lists when it comes to managing their time, managing their tasks. I know I do, and from communicating to a lot of people, they seem to. And interestingly, when we carried out this task that I'm going to go through with you in a minute, the person they chose to sort of give him some random tasks so he could show me his method, he had lists within lists, and it's just quite amusing because I also have that, and it's just quite funny to see everyone else as well. So I think that's a very common thing. We all have lists, and then lists within lists, and lists within lists of lists, and lists of this, and so on. You go what I'm on about. And I've spoken about this before on my channel before, about Actually, I stopped myself from making lists because it was stressing me out. I was telling you how I managed my time and managed my task, and I ended up having like 5 different platforms of having notes, and in these 5 platforms it had like 100 different lists, and in those lists it had another 100. It was just endless, and it's kind of hard to battle with yourself because it's all these ideas just popping off in your head, and obviously that's great, and a lot of them, they're good, like they're great ideas because it's about improving your business, improving your personal health, or whatever it is. But at the end of the day, you can only do one thing at a time. So that's why I stopped it, because I thought there's no point in me putting 1,001 things on a list if I can only ever do one thing. So let's just take 5 of them and focus on them, and if I don't remember all 1,000 of them, then it doesn't really matter because I wouldn't have been able to implement them anyway. So that was sort of my thought process. But this is a really interesting prioritization method that I thought was really, really interesting. So I'm going to tell you about it now. And something key that you must note before I go on to this is, this task is not to encourage you to do the things that you want to do, however, to encourage the things that you need to do. Okay, it's very key when it comes to staying focused on tasks and prioritizing, to be doing the things you need to do rather than what you want to do. That's why you need to be careful, because you will manipulate yourself in your brain, and you will always go for the things you're more comfortable with and what you're used to and what you know. The habits, again, we come back to bad habits of things you're used to. So it's an interesting one, but yeah, just note that when I'm going through it. So the prioritization task, it's really simple, and you'll be able to take this away and implement this today. Straight after this video, you'll be able to implement it. It's so simple. So I've actually chosen 4 tasks for tomorrow I need to do, just to make it, just to have a nice structure so we know what, so I can give you this example. And interestingly, I haven't done this yet, so I'm about to find out with you which one I should be doing first, which is fun. So that's quite cool. So what I have on my screen right now, actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen. That makes sense. Let me just give you a blank screen. That's what I'll do. Yeah, I will share my screen. There we go. So you've got my screen now, which is great. So you see prioritization, compare the tasks and score them on importance. So you'll see I've got 4 tasks. Event promotion, so I need to promote my events. Follow-ups, I need to do lots of follow-ups. I've got like 10-15 follow-ups to do. I need to edit my interview. Obviously, I'm putting out my interview tomorrow, and I need to do some social media scheduling. I should put scheduling on there. So I need to do some social media scheduling. So now I'm going to rate it. Basically, all you do is simply compare them. So let me show you. So first of all, we go to event and promotion. I go, is that more important than follow-ups? Yes or no? And I would say it is. I would say that is currently, because the event's on Tuesday. So I'd say, okay, that beats that. Go, is it more important than editing the interview? And I would say right now it is, yes, because the event's on Tuesday. Is it more important than social media scheduling? Yes, it is, because I've got it scheduled till Sunday, so I could actually do that Sunday. So at the moment, that's got 1 point. So now what you do, sorry, it hasn't got 1 point, it's got 3 points. I apologise, it's got 3 points obviously. So it's got follow-ups for 1, edit my interview for 2, and social media scheduling for 3. So now this has 3 points because it's beaten every single one. So I already know that's going to be my priority because it's the most important. So now we compare this to everything. So follow-ups, is that more important than editing my interview? I think it is, because I know editing it will get done anyway tomorrow. Yeah, because I haven't followed. Yeah, so I would say it's more important. Is my follow-ups more important than my social media scheduling? Yes, I would actually say that. Is my follow-ups? So yes, so it's done, isn't it? There's no more to compare it to. Then my another one would go editing my interview. Is that more important than social media scheduling? It's kind of hard to say that one, really. It's kind of hard. They're quite similar, really, because my social media schedule is to Sunday. So realistically, it would probably make sense to do the editing interview Saturday anyway, because I could do that. Because I think social media is more important, just because obviously it's for clients and the editing my interviews for me, and I think the clients always come first. So I would say that's more important, but I think it's smart to do something. So I'm going to put it as more important, actually. So that would have 1 point, and that would actually have 0 points, which is a shame, because obviously I will be putting out the interview tomorrow, so don't worry, absolutely not. But I think if I'm being truthful with myself, I've got to be honest with the importance of what ranking this, just to make this a really realistic one. So there we go, we have our answers. So now I suddenly know that this is the order. It's quite funny, is I know they had it in the right order anyway. So now I know that that's the order I need to do it in. So I need to do my event promotion first, I then need to do my follow-ups, and then I need to do some social media scheduling, and then I can edit my interview. So that is exactly how I will do tomorrow. And the great thing about that is it means you're going to get things you need to do rather than what you want to do. Now let's go back to me. There we go, you can see me now. So I hope you understood that task. If you've got any questions on it, please just comment below. But I think that's a really cool task, and that's actually the first time I've used it. So there we go, we used it together. And I've just literally figured out what I'm doing tomorrow. So thank you very much for that. Another one I just want to sort of touch on, that is the main video that we're going to discuss, but I just want to mention this one because I know this is a great one, and I have mentioned it in a past video before, is simply blocking out time, just straight up blocking up time. So I have scheduling where I'll usually I have lists, like I just have a list on an Excel spreadsheet, I have it in dates, and I have like a list. Now the issue with that is obviously you got a list and you know what you're going to do, that's great. As guidance and knowing what to do, that's great. But you end up just ticking things off, and that means because you're not being strict with your time, things take much longer than they really should be taking. So blocking out time just makes sure that you're being more strict to your time. So let's say 12 till 3 o'clock is client number 1. No one else is always client number 1. Whereas 9 till 12 is always client number 2. And then 5 till 6 is client number 4. You know what I mean? You're just blocking out time, and nothing else can get done but that one thing. Or social media is 5 till 6, and videos are 7 till 8, and nothing else can get done but those things, because it makes sure that it gets done, because you're not allowed to do anything else but that. So that's a really key one I just wanted to mention as well. And I'll put the video in after this as well if you want to get some more clarification on blocking out your time. So the takeaway is stay focused for 2018. That is really, really key, really, to be honest. You have to stay focused in business to be successful. You have to stay focused in life to be successful in life. So stay focused. I know it's hard. I struggle hugely with it, immensely with it. I'm nowhere near a master at it. I'm learning with you. I've learnt this, and I'm looking forward to implement it more, and we'll learn together. And if you have questions, comments, or anything, please do comment below, or DM me, email me, whatever you feel comfortable with. I hope you gain value from this. Please do follow me, as always, on YouTube at Scott Mears, Facebook at Scott Mears Entrepreneur, and Twitter at ScottMears_. As always, guys, it was an absolute pleasure. If you've got any questions or anything, please do just comment below, and please drop a like and subscribe. Obviously, I never say subscribe, which is a bit silly, really, isn't it? Please do subscribe. It'd be lovely to see that, and welcome you to the family. So, as always, the best way to predict the future is go out there and create a future. Smash your day, smash your 2018. This was Day to Day, Scott. It was an absolute pleasure. Have a lovely night. And I won't see you tomorrow. I'll be giving you an amazing interview tomorrow, so make sure you watch it. And I will see you Monday. Have a lovely weekend, guys. Bye-bye.